Welcome to the Mussar video blog. We're in this time of year now. We just finished with Pesach, and in a number of weeks we're going to be coming to Shavuos. And there's a mitzvah that we do during this time called Sfiras Omer, counting of the Omer. Every night we count another day. And the simple explanation is that we're counting from Pesach to Shavuos and tracing it back to its original historical significance. We became a people, we became free on Pesach. That was the Zaman Chayrusein, the time of our freedom. We left Egypt, became free. But we didn't have our spiritual mission. And 7 weeks later, we stood at Mount Sinai, and the Jewish people heard God speaking, and they received the Torah. And that was the beginning of our spiritual mission. So from that perspective, these days should be very happy days. It's a time when we're looking forward, we're moving forward. It's a time of accomplishment, a time of growth. We're on a national level and on a personal level. Some people look upon Pesach as a time of personal freedom, and they see this period as a time of growth, as many of the programs that are coming out of the Mussar Institute help in this regard. So there's a question, because we know that around a little over 1,000 years ago, there was a practice that was started amongst the Jews that this period of time is like semi-mourning. And it says the reason why we're in this semi-mourning is because during this time there was a great plague that broke out among the disciples of Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva was one of the luminaries of Torah, and he lost 24,000 disciples in this time. And to mark this, it's become a time of, we'll call it semi-mourning. Not full-fledged mourning, but there are certain practices. And it seems to go against the grain. I mean, on the one hand, it should be a very happy time, a time of being uplifted, of accomplishment, moving forward. And at the same time, we're kind of like putting this downer into it by marking this sense of mourning, this is sadness. So how do we reconcile the two? So I think a simple way to reconcile is that when we're in our mode of spiritual growth, and as a people we're getting ready to accept the Torah, we have to take account of the following, because it says the reason why the students of Rabbi Akiva died is because they didn't give the proper respect to each other. Even though they were all great Torah scholars, but they didn't respect each other. Kind of strange, right? They're all Torah scholars, and yet when it came to the other person, they didn't treat him with the kind of reverence that they should. So I think if we put all these together, it comes out with the following. When you're striving to grow in Torah, there could be a tendency that you say, I'm growing, I'm striving, I'm moving forward. But that guy, he's a schlepper. He's not doing what he should be doing. There's always that tendency within us that when we're in the growth mode, we look at other people and we say, they're not. He's not in the growth mode. She's not in the growth mode. What's with them? That's not the way to be. We have to be in a growth mode ourselves. And we have to give respect to the other people. They might be in their own growth mode, and they may have different things going on. The vicissitudes of their life are different than ours. So we can't lose sight that when we're moving forward in our growth, that at the same time, don't look down, don't take a condescending attitude towards other people. We have to continue to respect them. So I think that that's an important message that we take. Definitely should be positive. Definitely should be uplifted. We should be proactive. We should be in a very uplifted mode at this time. But don't forget that while we're growing and while we're moving forward, that maybe the other guy is not in the same place as us, and cut him some slack. Give him some respect to where he is at. And if we do that, that's fantastic. See you next time.